This is what you made of love. The words are spoken, my heart is broken, keeping me tangled up in you. But I've had enough, and I won't keep coming undone, 'cause it's not over. I fought too hard to lose. I feel your pressure. Don't care if I'm getting bruised. It makes me stronger. I'm here to dominate. I won't surrender. Now hear me as I only wanted you to hear my sound. Battle is rough when it hits you all around. But you were too high off the ground, and it's a long way down, a long way down. But I've had enough, and I won't keep coming undone. But I've had enough, and I won't keep coming undone, 'cause it's not over. I fought too hard to lose. I feel your pressure. Don't care if I'm getting bruised. It makes me stronger. I'm here to dominate. I won't surrender. Now hear me I'm already good. It doesn't make sense, cause you're not honest. I wanna understand, but that's not what you wanted. When you think you got me, I played your game. But when I think I got you, you slip away.
I know you guys are partying just as hard as I am right now. I know Fours is for sure.
I have every reason to party, and that reason is 3 simple words.
Give me the words.
I'm back, bitches.
Woo! Woo! Get ready for it.
Distance nerding.
Hey! Ladies and gentlemen, it's the return of the Fours.
Let's go.
May the Fours be with you. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. You are now watching Distance Nerding, and it is time for the build. Yes, it is. Mezzo in the chat. What's up? Tater in the chat. What's up?
That's young Phil.
That is the graveyard.
That's Cam, the DM. And that's Fours.
Once full circle right there. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching the build. We are going to have some fun today. Now, we don't have a formal guest, right? But we got Cam the DM. He's on here right now. So we're going to make him our guest for the night, right?
We're just doing a fun week of Gem State Comic-Con.
Exactly. Gem State's in a week. We're ready to get down and have some fun. And you know what? This is going to be a 100% focus on the brackets with this man here. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the greatest beard alive.
He is the beard in the chair.
They mostly
Odd.
at night. Mostly.
Yeah, I know, right? I pretty much use that at will now.
That's okay.
But yes, before we get into all of the building and bracket fun and everything we got to do, guys, we got to do housekeeping. And you know what? Fours is back. So I'm going to do pod decks, and I need him. No, I'm not going to I need him to do the W plug. So I'm going to start here by talking about who brings us this show every week. Ladies and gentlemen, this entire channel is brought to you by Pod Decks. Yes, that's right. Pod Decks. They're a unique interview question and episode starting prompt in the palm of your hand. So whether you are a new podcaster or an existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience and get more engagement, you're going to want to check out poddecks.com. Guys, use the code the way that Graveyard did. Use the code NERDING10 and get 10% off your order. All the cool stuff. Actually, matter of fact, and you know what? I didn't plan this actually. I'm rocking Pod Decks gear right now. This is a Pod Deck shirt. You know?
Nice.
So hold on. I gotta just zoom in so you guys always hear me talk about my Podcaster Supreme shirt, right there. I am rocking a Poddex shirt right now. But with that being said, Forrest, tell them all. Graveyard, our prime PA. Tell them all about Poddex, man. What do you think of them?
Oh, I think it's an amazing product. I mean, I got the entire card deck. I'm stoked. I'm picking out stuff for when I start doing interviews. Hopefully, cons coming up, and I'm working with young Phil and Jamez to get some equipment going, and I'm excited to bust these out at some cons and interviews. Hopefully, very very soon.
And we're gonna start calling him Graveyard the Goat. With that being said, I think Four's lost it.
Lost what?
that was it's on you now.
With that being said, it is time once again to give a shout out, the biggest shout out to Dubby.
Sorry, I was reading something.
You lost it.
I did. There we go. Dubby!
Ladies and gentlemen, Dubby is an emerging brand of energy drinks created to help focus, concentration, reaction time with no jitters or crash. Dubby contains no maltodextrin, sugar, fillers, artificial colors, or dyes, and guess what? It's keto friendly. So, you want to know what makes Dubby different from other gaming supplements?
It's
Dubby
Persian.
is one of the few drinks that contains Neurofactor. It's a nootropic derived from the coffee fruit. Neurofactor helps give your brain focus and clarity, while the 150 milligrams of caffeine and 3 essential B vitamins help you stay alert and so energized. You can find out more about Dubby at www.dubby.gg. Making his return, Master, tell him what the code is. Absolutely. I'm back, bitches. Here we go. The code is Nerdy10 for 10% off at your checkout. Take it away, young man. Thank you, Master. Code Nerding10 for Dubby. Don't forget, it is www.dubby.gg.
Oh, that was beautiful. All right, let's get back to the screen. I was gonna do something funny, but I didn't do it in time. So we'll save it for Thursday's show. This is Thursday's show. For Tuesday's show. Woo! There we go. I'm not on it at all. Right there. I need Dubby. That's just, you see me. I'm putting the wrong thing on the screen and all this stuff. Also, there's a new feature that just popped up, and you can edit the layout now. So I was just kind of looking at that. That's behind spill the tea kind of stuff, guys. That remember, w.gg. Use the code Nerding10. Boom, booyah, booyakasha,
Booyah,
booyakasha, booyakasha, booyah. Yeah,
It's like Cyborg. Booyah.
Hablando booyah. Okay, so that's here we go, guys. So my W, I'm gonna go old school on the W combination today.
Oh, really?
We're going with the 2 original flavors, Galaxy Grenade
Okay.
and Dub Sludge. That's it. That's what I'm gonna mix today.
While
So-
you're showing them that, young Phil,
Yeah.
I'm going to share a little something. It is quite literally the greatest moment, one of the greatest moments of my entire weight loss journey.
If it's what I think it is,
There it
are
is.
you able? Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Can you put it on screen? There we go.
That is Fours standing atop the stairs of the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Out in the distance, you can see downtown Philly. More importantly, this is this place where Sylvester Stallone stood at the end of his training. He raised that very hand at the end of that training montage. And I ran up those damn stairs after losing 65 pounds. And I played that freaking song. And there it is. Yo, Adrian,
As you should.
I did it.
That
Nice.
So beautiful. I'm super proud of you, man. You have no idea how proud of you I am.
But what's funny?
That was a hell of a day, brother.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks the Rocky statue's at the top of the stairs. It's not.
It used to be.
It used to be,
at the
but
top
it's
of
not
the stairs.
anymore.
It is now at the bottom of the stairs. And to the right, where a singular guy with a black lawn bag filled with Philadelphia Rocky hoodies is selling them $30 a piece.
Really?
Along with Rocky beanies.
I bet you what happened was the city of Philadelphia was like, too many people are having heart attacks running up these stairs.
Mhm.
Put it at the base of the stairs, so that if you want to try and do the run, do it. Which is, I mean, it's hard, but it's not like so super hard. But I mean, at the same time, it's like, there's probably like, people who shouldn't be running upstairs to do that picture.
Yeah.
The really cool thing about that location is that you would think that there are so many tourists who come just for the singular purpose of doing that, and that the Philadelphians would be making fun of all these people. No, everybody who runs up the stairs, everyone gets out of your way. And when you reach the top, they applaud you, they cheer you on, because you're either mimicking the movie, or you're actually exercising, or you've got something to prove, or they just let you do what you want to do. And it's like there's a lot of really great camaraderie in that one spot. You'd think, oh man, Philly, it's such a terrible place, and it's filled with crime, it's filled with hatred, it's filled with this, that, and the other. That particular spot, I mean, just look at the picture.
City of brotherly love filled with hate? No.
No, it can't be. No, dude, that's what a triumphant day that was. I have video running up the stairs. Within a couple weeks, I'm gonna have a whole montage with the song put together. I've even got a blooper with my daughter running up, and when she reaches the top of the stairs, she collapses, and it's hilarious.
It's pretty funny.
So anyway, that was the highlight.
Nice.
Freaking fantastic.
Was it always sunny when you were there?
As a matter of fact, it was only sunny on that day.
Sounds about right.
Did you go find Patty's Pub? Is the big question.
No. Right after that, we went to Pat's King of Steaks and Gino's Steaks.
Nice.
Did you challenge anyone to Flipadelphia?
What?
Flipadelphia. Flippy
No.
Cup.
Nah.
I feel like this is a man that has never seen It's Always Sunny.
I've never seen It's Always Sunny.
What the hell?
Hey, I'll do you one better. You ready for this?
Oh God, no.
I don't watch The Office either.
Oh God. How are we friends?
My electric personality?
Yeah. Okay. You know what?
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Everybody is friends with me for the exact same reason. You all feel very, very sorry for me. It's like, oh my God, look at this guy. He needs a friend. All right. I'll just take one for the team.
Oh God.
So sad. If Mrs. Forbes were here, she'd slap the shit out of me for saying that.
You would. I should slap the shit out of you for saying that.
Do it.
Well, in
Do
3
it when he
weeks, when I
visits.
get there.
Now.
In 3 weeks, did I say 3 weeks? In 3 weeks, when I get there, you can slap the shit out of me.
I will.
You will?
I get to see him sooner.
I will. I will.
You will slap me, huh?
He will slap you.
I will slap the taste out of your face. Just shut up.
What are we building?
We're building the DeLorean, man.
From
Back to the Future.
That is the greatest car ever made. Just saying.
Because young Phil can build all 3 versions.
Yes, I have the option to build all 3. So what it looks like when I looked at it last week, it looks like it has me build the base car, and then at the very end, it'll have me do add-ons. So if I want to do the one from the first one, it'll have me put like the little hook on the end and everything like that. The one from 2 converts the tires and puts Mr. Fusion on the back and all that, and the one from 3 puts like train tires and stuff on it. So kind of cool.
I already told him that there's 4 versions because before he built it, it was the end of
Yeah, it was
number 3.
It was the one
completely destroyed.
Exactly. Now I do have a Michael J. Fox,
Nice.
and that
Marty!
Doc Brown right there.
Great Scott!
We have to go back to the future, Marty. It's your kids. What do they turn into assholes or something?
No. It's your kids, Marty. Something's got to be done about your kids.
I like that he doesn't really answer him on that question.
Right? I know. He kind of thinks about it for a second. He's like, oh, no.
I like
no,
that.
it's not important. Just get in the car.
I like that he's just like, can you see through those things? Or
Yeah.
I'm just gonna John Cena you real quick and just you can't see me.
Griff makes that movie for me.
Oh yes.
Because he gets pushed. He's like, well, since when did you become the physical type? Answer's no, Griff. No.
I love the best part of you doing that right now is it sounds like a cross between Griff and Scooby Doo, and it's amazing.
Real?
The answer's no, Griff.
The answer's no, Griff. What's wrong, McFly? Chicken. It's crazy they started that little chicken thing in 2. Like they didn't have any of that stuff in 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's also at the end when he's talking to Needles.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong, McFly? You chicken? Nobody calls me chicken Needles. Nobody.
McFly!
Oh, and that
Put yourselves on.
that one thing does not hold up. McFly!
McFly! You are terminated. Read my fax.
I can't be fired. I'm fired. Fun fact for the maybe 2 or maybe 1 person that's watching this or listening to this that doesn't know, Morty Smith is based on Marty McFly.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Just like Rick is based on a drunken, has-been, completely distraught and destroyed Doc Brown.
Yeah, he's way smarter than Doc Brown, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Doc
All right.
Brown does not hold a candle to Rick Sanchez.
Well, I am going to get the hell out of the great Beard's way and have him start the ball, baby.
All right. So we are, to catch everyone up, we are doing the Sony/Fox universe movies, and we're voting for the best ones. We're not doing the worst ones because we know that, Morbius is in here. So, all right. So,
I was
Actually,
sorry. I was listening to a podcast earlier today, and somebody pointed out like the greatest thing that I had never thought of. Morbius is the only movie in history that bombed twice.
Yeah.
Not even Howard the Duck bombed twice.
Yeah,
That's a great movie.
Morbius bombed twice because Sony really thought that a meme was a good thing for them.
Yes. And if you look at Netflix right now, it's under exciting movies.
Oh, that's a lot.
Jeez.
That movie is anything but exciting.
Maybe they're being ironic. I don't know.
Maybe.
All right. So to recap from last week, Amazing Spider-Man beat out New Mutants. Surprise, surprise. Deadpool 2 beat out Days of Future Past. Logan beat out X-Men. X-Men 3 beat out X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh, my.
X-Men First Class beat out 2015 Fantastic Four.
As it
And that's where we're at.
Okay.
Yeah,
Had
we
I
stuck
been
with
on
it.
last week, would one vote had made the difference on any of those categories?
Yes.
Yes.
You guys took my favorite freaking comic book, talked about it, did coverage on it without me there.
Which book?
Killing me. And then you covered X-Men 97 on the freaking download. Damn it.
This is what you get for being human and and
Yeah.
needing rest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is what I get for having things completely out of my control.
Yeah, you know what? You need to just give up your humanity. Just not be human anymore.
Just stop working, you
Yeah.
know.
You man.
Who needs sleep?
Who needs work?
Sleep is for the weak.
Sleep is for the weak.
Sleep
Yes.
is for losers. And quitters quit.
All
I'm not a
right.
quitter.
Go to a graveyard.
All right. This is going to be a hard one. Deadpool versus Venom 2.
Oh, Deadpool. 100%
Yeah, Deadpool.
Venom 2 ruined another one of my favorite characters. They did not do a good job with Carnage at all.
Yeah, no.
Is it because he didn't go over telephone lines like he did in the comic?
No. That's definitely not the reason I didn't enjoy that. My hatred for the way that they did that character is more about they focus too much on a love story and not enough on the fact that he is driven on chaos theory. And his whole thing is that in order for there to be peace, there has to be chaos. They did not focus on that. They focused on they made it seem like his entire drive for everything is love, which is, if you know anything about Carnage, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They Spider-Man 3'd him in this one.
That was below the belt. Try to keep the gloves up.
So obviously 2 votes for Deadpool 4s. What are you going with?
I'm gonna go with Deadpool, but I will say this: for a standalone, I did enjoy watching the movie. It was a fun movie, so I did like it.
Again, there was just way too much as a fan of Carnage, just too much that they just ignored and didn't do right.
Yes, pretty much all of it. All right, so I think Deadpool sweeps this one here, unless we have 5 votes in the chat for Venom 2.
No objections here.
Like, as he should. Deadpool is pretty much, and I'm going to call this out now, the best non-MCU Marvel movie.
Ooh.
And the reason is because they are the most true to the X-Men and Marvel, and they're not even X-Men movies.
I mean, we'll see about this next one. If this one, because I have a feeling one of these next 2 is going to be a strong contender here, and that is Morbius versus Spider-Man 2.
It's Morbin time.
Clearly the better movie, right?
Yeah, definitely the best movie. Not the better movie, the best movie.
Correct. Correct.
There was no better movie made than Morbius. Now, at
Eric
the same
disagrees
time,
with you. It's Logan or Days of Future Past. I'm sorry, Eric. They voted off Days of Future Past against my protests.
Days of
last
Future
week.
Past lost against Deadpool 2.
Yeah. All right. Is anyone voting here? Not Spider-Man 2?
No, I'm going with the flow on this one.
So like Morbius is the best movie ever made.
Exactly. I mean, it did have Michael Keaton in it. Spider-Man 2 did not. I mean,
True.
all right.
I see what this is. What, like the thing I just put on here?
Mhm.
Check this out. That little switch I showed you guys last week on the bottom.
Yeah.
What it does, I guarantee you the wheels go right here. And what it does is it makes it so that the wheels pop out.
Nice. Nice. All right. Here we go. Amazing Spider-Man 2 versus Venom.
I didn't like either of those movies. I mean, I like parts of both of those movies. I'm probably gonna go with Venom because it was more fun, but for the most part, I still wasn't a fan of that movie. So,
All right, Cam.
I'm going with Andrew Garfield on this one. So Amazing Spider-Man
Oh.
2.
Interesting. We need to get
The reason
Eric's
I'm
info.
yeah, I was saying like the reason I'm not going with Andrew Garfield on this one, and it's not his fault in this. Like they did do a lot of things right, like Gwen Stacy and the way that Gwen Stacy dies. Like that was very comic book accurate, but
Yes.
Electro didn't do it for me. I didn't like they had to shoe in New Goblin. It's like there's so much more you guys could have done that would have been better.
Or actually seen the fight with Rhino.
Yeah.
Yes. The fight with Rhino would have been another good thing that they could have done in that. As much as everybody hated Rhino, but I mean, I thought that in particular I thought made sense because like how else do you bring Rhino into a world that's grounded like that?
He's just a guy in the Rhino suit. I mean, that's easy. Fours, what are you going with?
Gonna go with Amazing 2 on this one.
All right, we have one vote for Amazing in chat. I absolutely hated Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'm going Venom. But yeah, still Amazing Spider-Man 2 wins. Unless we got anyone else in the chat. Last call. Amazing Spider-Man 2 versus Venom for better movie. Going once. Going twice. Sold to Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Come on, chat, where you at?
All right.
Literally.
That completes the first round of the bracket. Now, here where things start to get interesting. Well, for
Round 2, fight.
Round 2, fight.
Round 2.
I'm not sure this can be any contest, but let's go with it anyway. Amazing Spider-Man versus Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Mr. Forrest.
Yeah, I'll go with Into the Spider-Verse on this one. It was a good movie.
Let's see if Eric has. So, Eric, Amazing Spider-Man versus Spider-Verse.
Actually, that is now I'm thinking about it. That is going to be a difficult one because at some point, Amazing or Spider-Verse and Deadpool are probably going to go up against each other, and that's going to be where I'm like hurting.
Mm-hmm.
They're both very accurate, true to form movies.
Yeah, absolutely. Tater, it is Into the Spider-Verse versus Amazing Spider-Man for the better movie. Spider-Verse, yeah. Spider-Verse, I think sweeps it. Right now, it's 6-0.
Yeah. I think it's a safe bet.
Woo-wee.
All right, this is gonna be another tough one. You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Deadpool 2 versus X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Deadpool 2 for sure.
Deadpool 2.
Yeah, Pool 2.
Like, and this is not just because I'm a massive Deadpool fan. It's more just those movies were good. You know, like it wasn't like how Fox does all their other movies, and it's like, oh yeah, we don't give a shit. We just want money. Like Ryan Reynolds puts care into those movies.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't think whoever wrote Dark Phoenix ever read the comic book.
I'm pretty sure.
Dark Phoenix.
I will. So, friend of the show, Curtis Corona, who did he did visual effects on that movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He told us straight up, like, do not go watch that movie. It's garbage. And he's a big X-Men fan, right? Like when he when he worked on it, you know, he got paid to work on that movie, and he was like, do not go watch that movie. It is garbage.
Yeah, no, I didn't even watch Dark Phoenix.
You're lucky.
I saw the trailers and I'm all like, no thanks.
Fours, are you going Dark Phoenix or Deadpool?
Gonna go with the Pool.
All right. Yeah. That's another sweep there. All right, another hard one. Off-brand Paul Giamatti. He's in the chat. He loves you, Phil.
Off-brand Marty.
Yes.
I have
What?
Where's my button?
I got it.
Oh my
Who's
god!
off-
Somebody is really named off-brand Paul Giamatti. That is amazing.
Yes.
Dude, I thought that was like an inside joke between you and your buddies there, Phil. Like I figured you had like a joke at one point that you called somebody that, and they're like retaliating now.
No,
They're going, guess who? Who do you think it is, Phil?
I don't know who. Oh shit! It's fucking Aaron Thick. Oh my god! Aaron Thick is in the chat. Oh, somebody hit the fucking kids.
Was that in the
Hold on. Where is it?
Okay, if you go to brand all the way to the bottom.
Okay.
I got it.
Oh,
Shit! Aaron fucking Thick is in the chat. You don't know how excited I am right now.
Dang.
Don't hit the kids. I am. Don't hit the children.
I'm looking for something else to play. Where's the bear at?
I haven't loaded it yet. Sorry.
Do the John Cena one.
Not in there either.
All right, just gonna do this one.
There you go.
Okay. All I can do. Bear.
There you go.
Dude, oh man. Thickums. Fucking miss you, bro. Like a lot. Aaron Thick, I fucking miss you. I'm gonna say that a million times tonight. Not that I don't love you guys, but Aaron Thick, you know,
Yeah.
one of the original hosts. He's the dude who helped me start the build. Period.
Oh, nice.
And I fucking miss him like a lot.
Well, hey there, Aaron. Nice to meet you.
I
was gonna
was
say,
gonna
when was the last
say,
time he was on the
freaking Aaron,
show?
you want a link so you could get
Yeah.
on screen? Jeez, I'm crow.
Send him the link.
All right.
He might actually still have access to StreamYard. So just know, Aaron, if you want to come on the show tonight, you're more than welcome.
Same goes to James.
No.
James, you are invited.
We haven't summoned James yet. Hold on.
Hold on.
Rock sucks.
The rock sucks.
The rock
Recap
garbage.
to the
The
rock
rock
sucking, to the recap
Rock
to
is
the rock
garbage.
sucking.
All right. The 2005 Fantastic Four versus
Something like that.
Logan.
Hold on, just to answer JT and on Twitch, JT's question here. I have not been given a wedgie, but I'm not proud to say that I gave somebody a wedgie at one point when I was a kid. But it was a friend of ours.
You're a monster.
It was a friend of ours, and we were wrestling, and we gave him a wedgie, and everybody laughed, including him. So I have given somebody a wedgie, but it wasn't like mean, like what's called, mean bully wedgie. It was like, you're an asshole to your friends, giving your friend a wedgie.
Oh, okay. So you're a semi monster. Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Monster by night. Nerd by day.
Yeah, exactly.
Phil, Thick said to check your phone.
Check your phone.
Check it. Check it.
Phone. I can't find my phone. Okay, right there. Okay.
Uh-oh. A wild fray has appeared.
Oh
Ooh,
no.
Wild Frey Girl has appeared in the chat.
Aaron, give me a second. I'm waiting for it to load. Give me a second.
Uh-oh.
Is it pics to load on the Distance Nerding OnlyFans page?
Yes.
Is it new feet and mandals?
I'm pretty sure because right now our OnlyFans is just pictures of Aaron Watson's feet and mandals. But Aaron Thick's feet, I've got to get new pictures and get Aaron Thick's feet and mandals and send those out. Put those up.
Let's go.
Ah,
Randy, all right,
why
while he
is
sets
that
that up,
Logan?
what's the next?
Fantastic Four versus Logan is
I'm gonna give that to our boy Hugh Jackman.
yes. Anyone in disagreement, say aye.
And if you say I, get out.
Yeah.
Now, Aaron, I'm trying to get the code for you right now, man. It's not loading. I don't know why.
Uh-oh.
It's like it's not refreshing my email.
Huh.
Weird. All right, I think Logan has this one.
Yeah,
I'm not
because
sure.
Ray just voted Logan. So yeah, there's
Yeah,
Tater.
there's 3 for Logan plus us. That's 7. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Mezzo.
All right.
I got it. Hold on, give me a second. Copy. All right, he'll be here momentarily.
Nice.
We have 4 brackets. War.
More brackets.
Eric, just anyone says I is a communist.
Aye, Captain.
Remember, we voted that businessman's more evil than communist on our bracket show. Part of this.
I like how lately, every time something's evil, Eric is like, if you vote against that, you're a communist.
So if you vote against the Communist Party, does that make you a communist? All right. Well, we'll continue. This is going to be a hard one. Deadpool versus Spider-Man 3.
All right, I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna say it.
Uh-huh.
It is very, very, very difficult to defeat that Tobey Maguire hotness dance.
Yeah, I was
just
gonna say the meme versus Ryan Reynolds.
It is very, very, very hard to defeat Ryan Reynolds' face
Or his abs.
or his
His
abs,
guns.
because
His
Ryan
voice.
Reynolds is a beautiful man.
Tobey Maguire was once upon a time a beautiful man too.
I would not compare him in terms of beauty with Ryan Reynolds.
What do you
No,
mean? Once
You're right.
was?
You're
He
right.
still
Tobey
is,
Maguire
Forrest.
was more suave.
Yes. You can almost call him Rico.
And
Oh!
Ryan Reynolds is way funnier.
I don't know.
Eric wants to know we're doing best sitcom opening theme for A's 90s. When I get there, Eric, we have March Nerdness, which is going to definitely spill into April.
Just like the actual March Madness bracket does.
Best sitcom opening theme of the 80s and 90s. I've already got the winner for that one.
Do you?
That's all right. Yeah. The best sitcom opening
Alf.
of the 80s and 90s. Like you're gonna combine those decades? Nah. The best sitcom ended with this. Believe it or not, it's just me. Greatest American Hero.
That
Putting
was
it out there.
Wasn't that 70s?
That was the 80s. 1981.
It ended in the 80s, is what he's saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Bully.
All right, so-
Frey Girl. Bully Maguire. That's what it is.
Oh, wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, be ready. It is time for Thicky McThicko.
Oh!
Whoa! Okay, get it off my face. Just come on.
No, it's you for the rest of the show.
Yes.
That's it. This is our entire
sweet.
show now. It's Aaron Thick's face.
Oh, awesome.
Yes.
And his kiddo.
Xander, the son of man.
Xander, they said hi. The protector of man. Protector of man.
I'm sorry. Tell the King of Blood to come back.
I'm in my AirPods, so you can't hear anything.
Dude, your beard is fucking banging, man.
I didn't know we were having a beard off today.
Oh yeah, we're having a beard off tonight.
It's over the top, man. I haven't been able to get it trimmed or anything. I just had meniscus surgery. I've been bedridden. Things are going a little crazy right now.
New bracket. Who has the best beard between Graveyard and Aaron?
Uh-oh.
We may need to have the chat like vote on that, or I might just have to screenshot this and just be like, who has the better beard?
Mine's not as long. Mine's more of like if a prison went, if a caveman went to prison. Like that's my beard. So Xander wants to know what Lego you're building.
I'm building the DeLorean.
He's building the DeLorean from Back to the Future. It's a time machine.
I'll be right back.
All right. And by the way, Eric thinks that Perfect Strangers is the best opening theme song.
Darkwing Duck.
Ooh, Darkwing Duck's a good one. Darkwing Duck, let's get dangerous.
Oh, I plan on doing an
Darkwing
80s and 90s
Duck.
cartoon one and then a sitcom one as well.
You got a target.
Eventually, I'll get to it.
I'll show you.
Eventually.
Yes.
So it's Spider-Man 3 versus Deadpool, right? For what we're on.
Yeah, are you going Spider-Man 3, Cam?
I think I'll go with Deadpool on this one.
Yeah.
What do you think? Eric?
It's a tough choice, but I'm going Deadpool.
What are we at? What's the question?
So
Better. We're doing a Sony and Fox universe movie, best movies. So bracket style, Deadpool versus Spider-Man 3. Which was the better movie?
Which Spider-Man 3? Right? Isn't there going to be? Is there? Do you count all Spider-Man? I guess there's only the.
I'm counting Tom Holland as the MCU.
Yeah. Okay. Oh man. I'm gonna still go with the original. Oh, Tom Holland. So yeah,
It's Tobey Maguire's number 3.
Tobey Maguire. So this is
against Deadpool 1.
It's fake Venom versus Deadpool.
Ugh. Oh, Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Spider-Man 3 is winning this one.
It's emo dancing. I guess that's the only redeeming thing in that movie is the emo dance.
Yeah, it's the Bully Maguire.
Willie Maguire. That's right.
Yes. All right. Well, I'll pull this. I'll wait for Mr. Forrest here to get back, but this is going to be a tough one for the next one. I'm just telling you right now.
By the way, Morbius already lost.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It lost in real life and it lost on the bracket.
Remember, everybody.
It lost twice in real life, once on the bracket.
I was saying, guys, don't forget, Morbius is the only movie in history that is a 2-time theater flop.
Well, it is Morbin time. So
It is Morbin time. I've been saying that the entire show.
I mean, I do have a mug that says it's Morbin time. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah, don't you and Frey?
Yes.
When the meme is more relevant than the actual movie.
Well, in fairness, we got it from New Rock Stars. So
I have to ask because I listened to a little bit before I came on. So Phil,
yes.
I have a question. This
yes.
is a serious question.
Okay. I will give you a serious answer.
Did you take my Aaron Carter OnlyFans joke and actually make an OnlyFans?
No. We've been making an OnlyFans joke about it's only pictures of Aaron Watson's feet and mandals.
I was hoping you actually did it, and that would have been pretty amazing. That would have made my day. I would subscribe to get Aaron Watson's feet if I'm being completely honest.
Right? Like Aaron Watson has great feet.
He does. They taste great too. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
Just by themselves or for like Cool Whip? Okay.
Well, I mean, sometimes I like to spice it up, put a little sriracha. But other than that, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Are they better than baby carrot toes?
No, come on. No, nothing's better than baby carrots underneath Phil's desk late at night when no one's home. It's the best.
You know what? We did bring up one of your jokes the other day because
sorry about that.
No, it's fine. We on Tuesday we were
and you heard just a big womp womp womp.
No. So on Tuesday, we were interviewing Dave from Colossus Girl.
Yeah.
And he said something about Henry Cavill being super handsome. And I was like, well, we do want to kiss Henry
dear.
Cavill softly on the lips. He was like, no, I would do that.
Just so softly. I still want that T-shirt too.
We plan on making that T-shirt at some point.
Well, I expect to get a T-shirt then.
You will.
All right. Well, I don't want to bug you guys. I don't want to interrupt you. I just wanted to come on and say hi. I got Xander here, so I'm going to go back to him. But I miss you guys. I love you.
Good to meet you, buddy.
Nice meeting you.
Good to see you again,
too.
Aaron.
Yeah, we should plan it out. I'll come on hopefully sooner than later.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude, absolutely, man. We miss you on around here, and we can't wait to see you back, man.
That's awesome. All right, bye guys. Have fun.
All right, brother.
All right, see ya. All right, that was fun. Like I said, I have to prepare, and actually I have to make my beard look good now for the beard off. Oh, man. I have to put work into it.
Yeah,
Bringing back the OG beard. Yeah.
yeah. He is the original beard in the chair.
Is he though? I mean, I cost $9.99 a minute.
Shit.
It's okay. Your check's in the mail, bro.
I mean, have I not been in your beard in the chair on Mondays?
You have. That's why I said, like, you know, it's okay. Your check's in the mail.
All right, you ready for probably the hardest lineup of this entire thing?
Oh God, yes.
Oh yeah.
X-Men Origins Wolverine versus X-Men 3: The Last Stand.
Oh
I didn't know X-Men made it past the first round. Did it? Did that beat Morbius?
Oh, it got a bye.
Oh, it got a bye?
Yeah, because I wanted to put it against X-Men Apocalypse or X-Men 3.
Yeah, because that movie was another one that was just god awful.
Mm-hmm.
Now we said that against X-Men 3.
Yeah.
So two absolutely fucking horrendous movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which one sucked the least?
Right.
Which one offended me more? Probably X-Men Origins, because they tried to ruin Deadpool.
But
Yeah.
if it wasn't for X-Men Origins, he would not have been able to be Deadpool. So keep that in mind.
Right. That is true that if X-Men Origins didn't happen, we would have never gotten Ryan Reynolds pushing so hard to make that movie.
And we wouldn't have Logan.
Well, okay, Logan was directly because of Deadpool, though, and like I said it last week. Fox got the wrong lesson out of Deadpool. They thought, oh well, the way we make more money is by making rated R comic book movies, and it's like, no, that's not the lesson. The lesson is let the creators make good movies on their own.
Yeah.
All right. So Taylor said Last Stand.
Tater said Last Stand?
Yep. Cam?
Last Stand.
Oh, wow.
Last Stand. This is going to be the only time in history that Last Stand wins anything.
Fours?
I'm going to have to go Origins.
Yeah. See, as am I. Because
James is here.
James finally showed up.
All right, James, the recap. We're still doing the Sony Fox bracket, and we're doing best movies. And right now we're doing X-Men Origins Wolverine versus X-Men 3 to see which is the least crappy of the two at this point. I'm going Origins as well because X-Men 3 ruined so many aspects of the X-Men. They ruined Dark Phoenix. They ruined the Morlocks. They ruined Juggernaut. They ruined Angel. Yeah.
Hold on. The Morlocks were in that movie?
Leech is part of the Morlocks.
Callisto.
And Leech.
I was like, why do I not remember the Morlocks in this movie? And it's because the characters were there, but they didn't mention them as being Morlocks.
Not to mention the fact that Leech was an adorable child and Callisto was actually pretty. And that's not the Morlock way.
That is not Callisto. And no.
No, they never mentioned, but essentially the army that Magneto gets is the Morlocks, and that's who they also fight in the forest too. It's it's all part of, they were all Morlock characters. You have to know the Morlocks really, really well to even try to venture a guess.
I didn't even realize they were the fucking Morlocks.
Yes.
Man. That is how bad they messed up those characters.
Right. And that's why I have to go Origins, because they messed up so many characters in X-Men 3.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so he's a mutant, and he's not just a regular dude that has a gem that makes him super strong.
Right, because Leech would be able to affect his gem powers, right? No, not at all. Leech cannot affect.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you telling me that the Juggernaut is not a mutant? He's an enhanced being?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. He's definitely a mutant according to who directed that movie?
Some guy.
Yeah, some guy.
Some director.
I think he did a couple more X-Men movies too.
Was that wasn't Singer, was it?
No, it was not
Like,
Singer.
it's like substitute director 4.
Yeah, Singer came back for Days of Future Past. Then after him, it was the same guy who did X-Men 3. So
why would they give him another movie?
Oh, I'm pretty sure he did Dark Phoenix twice. Pretty sure it's the same guy that did Dark Phoenix twice.
Like,
And messed it up.
Why would you give him another movie? Like you have one of the most universally panned movies ever made, and you decide, hey, you know what? Let's give him another shot.
Mm-hmm. He can't mess up twice, can he? Oh, but he can.
But this guy has no vision. Let's give him another movie.
All right, let's put it up for the vote. Where are we at?
So Eric said Origin, so it's 3-2. James is saying Curtis Corona was part of X-Men Last Stand.
And that's what I talked about earlier.
He didn't say which one he's voting for. He's just giving us some information.
Yeah, no.
James, if you're going to be part of the show, we're going to need your vote, not your opinion. Thank you.
James needs input, not information.
James, as usual, is 2 hours late to the show. And I've already talked about how Curtis Corona told us, do not watch that fucking movie. It is horrendous.
Yes. So I guess the question is, Phil, what are you going with?
Ooh, the tiebreaker.
No, if he votes one way, it will be a tie.
Both of those fucking movies are terrible.
One caused a reboot, one caused Deadpool.
That's a very healthy way to look at it.
And the reboots were trash too. I guess I got to give it to X3 just because it is known as one of the worst movies ever made. So I have to go with X3.
My goodness.
But we're going for the best movies, not the worst.
Oh, that's right. So the better of the two.
So Origins wins it.
Yeah,
Origins wins it then.
Okay. That makes it won't be a tie then. All right, so Origins has it. James still dropping facts of having watch parties without a vote yet.
Oh, is he saying we need to have a watch party for X3?
Yes. He votes opposite you. So, still on a tie there. James.
Are you James? Are you for it because Curtis Corona worked on it? Because Curtis wouldn't vote for this movie.
I'm gonna say, James, you missed Thick earlier.
Oh yeah, Aaron Thick was on the show earlier too. James, you're not with it, man.
You're not with it tonight, James.
Also, because you're gonna say, "Well, I wasn't invited." You were invited 3 times.
We invited you several times.
All right. Well, so votes is still X-Men Origins 4, X-Men 3. So X-Men Origins moves on.
All right.
Yep. All right, Eric stepping out. See you in a bit, Eric.
Oh, Eric's got to go?
Yeah, stepping out for a bit.
Gotcha. Eric, I love you, sir.
Thick is amazing in the treat. You put some respect on his name, says James.
We're not talking smack about Thick in any way. We're talking
still managed to dodge the
James.
vote.
Yeah.
Dodge the vote. That's what James does.
Yes.
He's
very
good at dodging.
I mean, he went to the school of the 5Ds of dodgeball, right?
Need you to dodge.
All right. This is going to be a hard one. You ready? Spider-Man 2 versus Fantastic Four 2 Rise of the Silver Surfer.
I'm instantly
Spider-Man 2.
giving it to Spidey.
Yeah,
Because I actually
Yeah,
enjoyed that
Spider-Man.
movie. I thought it was great. Plus, I loved Doc Ock in that movie.
that's what I was going to say just right now. Like, there is no argument. If we're going to talk again, universally, one of the movies that is known for as one of the best superhero movies ever made is Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
And mainly because of his performance as Doc Ock. So what did James say?
Cam doing some hosting work for Gem State Pizza Party, steal our gigs. Okay, I see you big timing us.
Well, you guys aren't even going to be in Boise for the pizza party, so I don't want to hear it, James.
Oh, shoot.
Let him know. Let him
Okay.
know.
All right, Forrest, you got to read this one.
Ohana means
Yeah,
family.
you gotta do it
Cam.
in the
No
voice.
one left behind.
Or can Phil do it better?
Which voice?
Ohana means family.
Yes.
No one
No one
left
gets-
behind.
No one gets left behind or forgotten.
All right. Is anyone voting X-Men First Class? Raise your hand.
No.
All right. So that's
Wait.
4 for
Wait,
Spider-Man
X-Men.
2.
Yes, yeah, Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, X-Men First Class.
Phil, tech question.
Okay.
If I log out of StreamYard, not leave this chat, but if I log out of StreamYard, will I be removed from this chat?
Yes.
Yes.
Shit. All right.
This is
Oh,
why I have
that's-
2 browsers for 2 different things now.
Oh, I have to use a different browser.
Yeah. Yes. All right,
Were
so we
you
have
trying
another.
to summon your inner golem there?
Stupid fat hobbitses with the StreamYards.
All right, that means I got to figure this out. Okay,
Yeah.
continue.
All right, so I think we have 5 votes for Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's
Yes. All right, I definitely think Spider-Man 2 is going to be fantastic. Right? I don't think there's a question about that one. All right.
There we go. All right. I had this on backwards. So I was like, why is this not working?
All right, this is going to be another tough one here. You
All
ready?
right. Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
The somehow moved forward Amazing Spider-Man 2 versus The Wolverine.
Oh, okay. So now we're gonna go into the next shitty Wolverine movie, where we got a subpar version of Silver Samurai.
It's the best
That's
version
the
we've
one
had.
where he goes to Japan, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Now there are good scenes in that movie. There
Yes.
are you do get a lot of Logan backstory that's really good, but overall, I mean, still kind of a crappy movie. Versus which movie now?
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's another movie that's just, I mean, it's one of those things where there are good things about them, but there's more bad that outweighs the good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm gonna go with, sadly, with the Wolverine on this one.
sadly,
Going with Wolverine.
Cam. Yeah.
Logan takes it. Let's go.
Well, no, James says he's voting opposite Tater, so James is saying Amazing Spider-Man 2 is better. I was putting that on the record.
Oh, now he wants to vote. Okay.
He doesn't say it. He just says I vote opposite Tater. That's it.
So whatever he votes for, he wants the opposite of it.
Yes, he's voting for Honey Badger.
Okay, yeah, Hufflepuff.
All right. Yeah, I think the Wolverine has it without a doubt. All right, that commences that round of the bracket.
We might get through this one quick.
Oh, I have plenty more, sir.
He has like 5 brackets ready for us. It's fine.
Yes, we are approaching.
It's fine. I gotta prep the next stream anyway.
We're on our final 8 right now.
Of this section.
Of this bracket, yes. It's only taken us 2 hours and 10 minutes to do this.
Well, okay. The part with Aaron on, you know, we'll allow time for that.
Yes. All
All
right.
right, speed round, go.
Into the Spider-Verse versus Deadpool 2.
Oh, it was gonna be hella hard. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. You said Deadpool 2, right?
Yes.
Versus Into the Spider-Verse. I'm gonna go with the quick decision on this one. I'm going with Into the Spider-Verse on this one. As much as I love Deadpool 2, I'm still a fan of Deadpool 1 more. Into the Spider-Verse is essentially a perfect movie.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. Okay. However, I'm gonna go with Deadpool 2.
I'm going Into the Spider-Verse.
I'm going Deadpool 2. Tater went with Deadpool 2.
I'm actually surprised with the amount of people that are going for Deadpool 2 right now.
And to answer James's question, I have all 3 of them set for Comic-Con. I have a new one that I just got recently, and I'm currently working on another.
And James, young Phil is building the DeLorean from Back to the Future 2.
Oh, he's asking
Mr.
what we're voting?
Yes.
Because James just doesn't pay attention to our show.
No,
Well, I mean,
he doesn't pay attention Thursdays. He just comes in and creates chaos.
He's just looking for reasons to beat me with the kendo stick again.
He wants to hit you with the kendo stick. He said it in the chat the other day.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hit Graveyard with the kendo stick again.
All right. So I have everyone's vote here, right?
I'm debating about it, James. I'm possibly debuting the new cosplay for that.
You know, in James's defense, I will have to say, Graveyard did need a little bit of that salt beaten out of him on Tuesday. I listened to that podcast.
I actually listened to it this morning, and I was like, I mean,
That was some salty gravy if I ever tasted it.
I am not upset with how salty he was, but I do, however, love the salty jokes that we were making right after that. So
I was laughing all the way down Interstate 4, I got to tell you.
after listening to it again and hearing about, like, yeah, that's a lot of salt on my gravy. And I don't want to put the salty ass gravy on my potatoes.
I wouldn't. You do those potatoes, you throw them away.
That was a joke of the night right there.
What, the salty potatoes joke?
Yeah.
It was definitely something up the alley of how do you jar Graveyard just a little bit. Oh, let's talk about salty potatoes.
Mm-hmm. Mix that with some chili cheese flavored beer. I'll do it.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Show of hands, who loves vomit flavored beer?
Every American that drinks MGD and Coors and milk.
Oh, I walked into that one.
You're talking to a brewer here.
Which is funny because guess what Tater's dad's favorite beer is?
Oh, no.
MGD.
Because he's American.
That's AMUR. American.
American.
America. Fuck yeah.
All right. Any more votes in the chat for Into the Spider-Verse versus Deadpool 2 being the better movie? We only have one person out of 3 people talking that gave us a vote. James has essentially said, Young Phil, I want Dave's interview as a bonus, and hard seltzer and baked potatoes is Graves' nightmare. I mean,
Yeah,
that's true.
him and Tater are just going on a tangent right now.
I do need to edit that episode and get it out. So don't worry, it will be out. There will be an exclusive episode where we're talking to Dave.
There you go. Oh, and James said the magic word potato. So let's move on.
The word of the night is potato.
Yes. So Deadpool 2 actually moves on.
Good.
And yes,
I'm
James,
upset with either of them because I love both of those movies. So
I do enjoy potato chips because they don't taste like potatoes.
they absolutely do taste like potatoes.
Oh, okay, so you like Cheetos then? Got it.
I'm from Indiana. I like my corn chips. All right. So I like
Ooh,
my
Fritos.
Doritos and Doritos. Yes.
Hey, bring back barbecued flavored Fritos, not those barbecued honey twisty things. Actual barbecue flavored Fritos.
Oh, I
They-
miss those, man.
They have chili cheese Fritos.
Not the same.
Those are the best. I love chili cheese Fritos. They're so good.
I mean, you have chili cheese dip, and you eat your chili cheese Fritos and dip it into there, and you have your chili cheese dip beer.
And then you can sprinkle them on top of your chili cheese dog.
Exactly.
Yep.
America.
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 All
I
right.
feel bad
this
because I'm actually cooking a pot of chili tomorrow and having chili dogs. So
How
Moving
far
on.
how far is from Indiana is Idaho? I don't know, about 1 million potatoes.
I don't know either. So, James, you're the one supposed to do the research. Come on.
all right, I'm gonna pull a James here. Let's move on.
All right, Phil, this one's for you.
Oh, God.
Logan versus Deadpool.
Oh my.
Again,
Oh,
a
my.
very difficult decision. Again, I feel like Deadpool is the perfect X-Men movie without the X-Men actually in it, aside from like cameos.
Mhm.
Because we and I guess we can get an argument here if anybody wants to fight me on this, but I would say tell me a better version of Colossus in live action.
In live action,
Mhm.
our choices are freaking X-Men trilogy and Logan or Deadpool. I mean, those are our options.
Yep.
Right. But the thing is that when you look at Colossus in the X-Men trilogy, which I mean you kind of don't want to, but you have that version of Colossus, which is really just a kid that can change into a metal man for like one scene.
Mhm.
And then you have Colossus in Deadpool, and he is 100% the Boy Scout that he is in the comics. Like, there's not a better version. I guess even in media, there's not really any aside from comics. There's not really a better version of Colossus.
Okay. Counter argument. Give me a better Wolverine than in Logan.
X-Men 97.
Live action.
I mean, technically, there is no other live action Wolverine. So
I'm saying Wolverine in any other movie, live action, that's better than Logan.
Yeah. I'll give you I'll give you a portion of that, but again, my whole thing is even with that, it's not as much as I love Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
Mhm.
He wasn't really comic book Wolverine until about that movie. So yes, I will kind of concede that argument a little bit right there. But like, you know, for the most part, what we really get down to is, you know, like Logan got a lot of the character right, but it wasn't like how am I trying to say this? Like the Deadpool, every character that was in Deadpool was 100% what they were in the comics. Wolverine got the essence of a lot of characters, or Logan got the essence of a lot of characters, but there still isn't like it's still not 100% exactly what the comics were. They moved in a way better direction in that movie than they ever did.
You don't think it was a decent adaptation of Old Man Logan?
Kind of, because I mean,
not Old Man Logan,
right?
But
I
there
was
was a small series called The End of Wolverine, and it was this small comic series where Xavier was living in Logan's head, living there. Like that's how he managed to carry on his life, literally living in Logan's head. And the Patrick Stewart that we saw on screen, the way he behaved, the way he was quite literally ripped out of that comic book. He didn't live in Logan's head. He actually lived with Logan, but that's how he was in the comic,
Right.
which is why my vote is going to Logan. Patrick Stewart made that movie for me, and he was an accurate comic representation of Xavier living in Logan's head from the end of Wolverine.
Because I was going to say, it wasn't Old Man Logan. If you've read Old Man Logan, which that's actually a coffee table book in our house.
Yeah.
Old Man Logan was a very different story.
Well, I mean, it was based
Very
on how
different
the X-Men were ended, though, right?
Kind of. I mean, I think the only thing they pulled from Old Man Logan was the adamantium poisoning. Because that was kind of like the only I feel like that's the only real like big thing that they pulled from Old Man Logan was
Here,
adamantium poisoning.
this is it. This is Wolverine, the end. This is the story of Xavier living in his head.
Okay.
I'd pull Old Man Logan, but I think that's actually still in our living room.
All right. Well, Cam,
I'm
What do you
going
vote?
Logan.
Logan. I mean, I'm voting Logan as well. So
Yeah, I'm
Can we
voting.
just
I'm voting
combine
Logan.
these two and just say it's Deadpool 3 and move that movie on in the bracket?
but see, that will be the MCU, will it not?
Deadpool 3.
True.
No, but I
True.
mean, again, as much as I did love Logan, and side note, did you guys watch that movie in black and white?
Yes.
Oh, Logan Noir.
So fucking awesome in black and white. Yeah, Logan Noir.
Yes.
That movie was 10 times better in black and white. But going back to my initial argument, again, Deadpool, there literally is no Marvel movie or Marvel adaptation of a movie that is anywhere close to as good as Deadpool when it comes to accuracy of the character and accuracy of the way everything goes down within that whole universe. I don't even feel that Logan kind of tackles it the way that Deadpool does.
So with James living in your head, what are you voting here? You vote Deadpool?
I vote Deadpool. I mean, I'm 100% voting Deadpool again because you have every aspect of Deadpool. Of the character itself is perfect. You have the fourth wall breaking. You have wait, is this? Sorry, I'm okay. No, you have the fourth wall breaking. You have the regeneration. You have even just the origins of his name. Are comic book accurate. It's not exactly how it happened in the comic, but it's the same, like the same way. Because in the comic, it was he got his name while he was in not prison, but in like that Weapon X facility,
right.
And they were taking bets on who was gonna die first, right? And they changed it and made it everybody in the bar.
Right. James going on tangent here. We'll get Indiana Jones 5 in black and white.
See, we should get the flashbacks that he has in black and white and the old man Jones in just color.
We need somebody with a Eastern accent saying Dr. Jones at some point in this movie.
Yes.
Yes.
Because between the Russian chick in the last movie, as much as we want to ignore the last movie, and
why are we ignoring the Last Crusade?
No,
no, that's the last movie.
Yeah,
no, that's the last one.
No, you're correct. You're correct. We're gonna go along with that.
I'm gonna tell you something extremely shameful. You ready for this? My eyes played a trick on me. I'm looking at James's comment, and I'm going to tell you verbatim exactly how my mind read it. You ready? Apparently, young Phil hasn't seen the masterpiece that is Final Fantasy: Rise of the Silver Surfer.
I mean, that'd be pretty epic.
That is definitely a masterpiece.
I mean, you can
movie
see
that
like
just had
this
a kid.
silver surfboard, and it's freaking Gilgamesh from Final Fantasy V just riding it with his like 12 swords in his hand. That means or freaking Sephiroth, you know.
Oh no! We are combining Final Fantasy and the Silver Surfer on the NES and mashing them together. Where Silver Surfer is part of your party in the original Final Fantasy.
Ooh, that would be fun. Silver
Thank you,
Surfer,
James.
Rise of the Crystals.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry, Phil, but Logan moves on.
All right.
I mean, because if not, it was gonna be Deadpool versus Deadpool in the next one.
Oh,
Ryan Reynolds just felt a great disturbance in the force.
And breaking news: Deadpool 3 canceled because of distance.
if that ever happened, I would lose it if Deadpool 3 got canceled because of us. I would riot.
I don't
that
know
just
who
means
this
you need to
Phil
make
guy
it fall.
is, but I hate him.
And and that would be me also saying that. Like, I don't know who this Phil guy is, but I hate him.
All right. Let's move on to X-Men Origins, because we moved that one on, mind you, versus Spider-Man 2.
Sorry, Wolverine. I'm gonna have to give it to Toby.
Sorry, Spider-Man 2 wins that for sure.
Spider-Man 2, yeah.
There's no
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, right?
We'll have chat put in there just for posterity's sakes. I don't think X-Men Origins is going to win anything else at this point.
Yeah, but see, X-Men Origins only won because the other movie that it went up against was way more trash.
Right. What do you want to be? Lit on fire or lit on fire and shot? All right, Taylor says Spider-Man 2. That puts Spider-Man 2 way over the top here.
Spider-Man 2 is one of those movies that's a contender to like win this whole bracket.
It's considered one of the best superhero movies of all time.
Superhero movies, not just like
Yeah.
like Sony movies. It's one of the best superhero movies.
It's perfect. It really is.
Like, Molina is like the best. Like, he makes you care about that character. Alfred Molina is just a really good actor in general.
Oh, yeah.
And we can't forget that we see Son defeat Spider-Man, and that man is Bruce Campbell. Because, as Bruce Campbell points out in his book, he gave Spider-Man his name, he defeated Spider-Man, and he helped him propose. So he was there for every aspect of his life.
And possibly in the future, he's going to be giving him pizza balls.
Yes. Because Pizza Papa always gets paid. All right. That was an easy one. How about this one then? The first Spider-Man versus the Wolverine.
Oh, the Wolverine. I don't know. For some reason, I thought Logan. I was like, Logan for sure. But then I just thought, no, wait, you said the Wolverine. So it's a different movie altogether.
Yes.
Let's go with the first Spider-Man. As much as that movie doesn't hold up like other movies do, the Wolverine. That only won because, again, the other movie it went up against was just as shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Cam,
Spider-Man.
Mr. Fours.
Yeah, I have to go with Spider-Man.
I mean, you're going to ask me to vote against Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell. There's no question who I'm voting for in any stretch of the imagination. I'll be like, drag me to hell. And no, it's winning.
Whoa, Tater in the chat voting Wolverine.
Wolverine. Oh, man.
This is why James votes against Tater all the time.
Well, that means James is voting for Spider-Man. What do you say, James? I mean, Spider-Man did have another bulky wrestler in it. Bonesaw's ready.
I'm too far away. Ooh, Bonesaw's ready.
Bonesaw's ready.
I got you for 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Step into a Slim Jim. Ooh, yeah. Take it. I
All
can
right.
do this all day. Yeah.
All right, Spider-Man moves on.
Spider-Man truly is the cream of the crop that has risen to the top.
Yes.
Cream rises. Yeah, the cream rises.
Yeah.
to the
Cream
top.
rises. All the
So-
excitement and spice.
In our final four, we have 2 Spider-Man movies. All right. James, Phil, Eric, Cam, Forrest, Deadpool 2 versus Logan.
Deadpool 2 versus Logan.
Yes.
Well, shit.
That's not one of the options. I'm sorry. That was Morbius. We already got rid of it.
yeah. Morbius is long gone.
Okay,
It's Morbin time.
this is tough. This is very, very tough. But
Mhm.
I liked the stories of both just about equally.
Mhm.
But if you're asking me what the better movie is, I have to.
Going
I
Logan.
have to give it to Logan. I don't have a choice. There are no choices.
I understand the
It
reason.
is Logan is better cinema
Yeah.
Mhm.
all the way. The story is incredible, and Deadpool 2 with Deadpool 2, right?
Yeah.
Also an incredible story. Like Phil was saying about Colossus, perfect representation. How would Deadpool act in the comic? Perfect representation. Everything about Deadpool 2 was enjoyable. It was funny. It was very well done. But as far as a cinematic experience is
Yeah.
concerned, I was so much more emotional about Logan, and I felt something when I left the theater, and every time I turned it off from the Blu-ray player. So, yes, I'm gonna have to go with Logan.
Yeah, I knew this was going to be the argument. Is that that movie?
Yeah.
Also, Deadpool 2 did fridge Vanessa. Literally, yeah. That, and he didn't realize it at the time either. That it was a thing. So Cam, what are you going
Logan.
with? Logan. All right, young Phil.
We're going to talk about the argument is between the two. Yes, Logan is more cinematic. So if the argument is which movie is a better movie overall,
Mhm.
between like if I would be more torn between the first Deadpool and Logan. The second one, as much as I loved it, because again, not only did we get Great Colossus, we got a very accurate Juggernaut. We got a very we got a lot of references to
Sinister.
to like Sinister and different like X-Men properties and things like that. Like again, when it comes to Easter eggs and doing things in a way for that like truly represent Marvel, Deadpool was a great movie in that aspect. But as far as what was the more cinematic of the two, I've got to go with Logan.
All right, Logan moves on then because it's 5-0 right now. I don't think anyone in the chat let me know. Well, Tater already voted Logan. James said this is going to be a
Clean sweep,
two-parter, so if young Phil can debate with himself.
Yeah, I was gonna say clean sweep because James is just off in his own world.
I mean, you guys already know, like it's one of those things where it hurts me to say Logan because I love Deadpool, but at the same time, I can recognize that it is a better movie.
Okay. Spider-Man versus Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
Two.
again, as much as Spider-Man, as much as the first Spider-Man movie introduced us to that version of Spider-Man and that world, Alfred Molina takes it for me.
Oh yeah.
Alfred Molina is what makes that movie 1,000 times more worth like its salt. Everything about it is good.
I won't even credit Spider-Man 2 for just being a superior movie anymore. I'll go back to Spider-Man 1 and just fault it. The beginning was slow as dirt.
Mm-hmm.
None of the high school students were believable at all. And
You mean Joe Manganiello as Flash Thompson wasn't believable?
like every one of those students was like 26 years old.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. And then, of course, Green Goblin was so 1948, 1950s corny, might as well have a curly mustache supervillain. Like, I can't even with that. I can't. Spider-Man 2.
Well, I mean, Spider-Man had Lucy Lawless in it as punk rock chick being interviewed.
Was that all she was in that movie?
Yes.
Punk rock chick being interviewed?
Yes.
I mean, it could be worse. We could say somebody went from banging Madonna to being a goblin. Just saying.
All right. So Spider-Man 2 wins that round. That means for the best Sony / Fox movie, we have Logan versus Spider-Man 2.
This is for the cream of the crop, boys.
Yeah,
The
and
ones that's
again,
gonna rise to the top.
What's funny is these are two movies that I said would make it to this round. So
This is gonna be very, very hard because I love them both the same in all aspects.
right.
One is not better than the other for me. For me, like this is gonna be stupidly hard to decide.
I know which one I choose, but like I have my reasoning for it too, though.
I'm telling you right now, Spider-Man 2 is for me. So
because it's Sam Raimi, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sam, I mean, we discussed this with Lord Bloodrot, that I want Sam Raimi to take over the horror side of Marvel.
I hate to say this. Go ahead, finish, Graveyard.
And because I want them, they let him have full free reign with Multiverse of Madness. I want him to go full on comic book horror because he can do both.
Tater voted for Logan.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to be biased about this because as far as a cinematic experience is concerned, I love them both the same. Storytelling, I love them both the same. Character representation, I love them both the same. But if you force me to choose between Spider-Man and the X-Men, I will always, always, always stay loyal to the X-Men. Thus, I will stay loyal to Wolverine. I'm going with Logan.
See, another reason for me for Spider-Man 2 is because I was so much more excited for Spider-Man 2 than another Wolverine movie at that point in time. I was more hyped for Spider-Man 2 than I was for Logan because I didn't know what Logan was going to be. I didn't know Logan was going to be that good. So going back and looking back on it just for the excitement of it, Spider-Man 2.
I'm going to go with Spider-Man 2.
I'm going with Forrest on this one, and I'm going with Logan. Again, I think that my whole thing is that Logan was the representation, the comic book representation that we had needed for a long time. Again, it wasn't what started it. What started all that was Deadpool, because without Deadpool, we wouldn't have gotten Logan. But we finally got a version of Logan that was accurate to the comic books. He had hardcore PTSD. He had he was kind of off-putting and just did not give a shit. He was a hardcore alcoholic, which is like, something that they couldn't do in a PG-13 movie. The only thing that they gave him more compassion than Logan has in the comics. Right, like he has a lot more compassion in Logan, and just in that universe in general, right? Like he cares about people, whereas Logan, I mentioned this in our best comic book characters bracket. Logan is one bad day away from being a villain.
Yes. Yeah.
But like we finally got something where we got close enough representation to that. So in Logan, you know what I mean? So I mean, like, I go Logan on this.
Jane wants to know where is the worst MCU movie compared to these? I'm assuming he's talking about the Incredible Hulk.
Let's get through the bracket first.
Well, that's the bracket. Logan wins.
Oh, all right, cool. Yay. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Okay.
Yes.
I swear to God, if that theme is not played when that new X-Men movie finally drops, I'm rioting.
X-Men movie or X-Men 97?
Movie when the brand new movie drops.
Mhm.
If that theme is not used to represent the X-Men, I'm rioting.
I mean, Sam Raimi did it, so I mean, why wouldn't?
Exactly.
Because #Disney. We expect Disney to do things with Star Wars, and we expect Disney to do things with Avengers, and we expect Disney to do things with some Marvel characters, and they don't because they're Disney. It's like somebody sitting in a Disney studio chair says, "What's gonna piss these fans off today? I know. Let's not cast," and just go from there. That'd be like somebody at Warner Brothers waking up and saying, "You know what? I am going to make a new Joker animated film, and we are not casting Mark Hamill because I want to make people angry." It's that type of person.
I mean, but they're not doing it because they want to piss you off. Like as far as like that particular case,
I completely believe that Kathleen Kennedy's goal in life is to piss all Star Wars fans off on purpose.
I think what Kathleen Kennedy is trying to do, honestly, is more she's trying to like she's trying to get like new blood. Like her whole thing is she's trying to make it so that there's different representation, different storytellers telling stories and whatnot. Like her mishandling of the sequel trilogy was not so much like you know, it was her choice that she wanted to recreate the magic that happened with Empire Strikes Back by getting a different director with a different vision and having them create a different story. And that backfired because the director that she decided to get was like, well, I'm not going to follow what's already here, and fuck that, and I'm going to do my own thing, and I'm going to ruin everything that he did before, because what that's going to do is it's going to make it so that it makes me edgy and unpredictable.
Oh, I'm sorry, Forrest. I didn't realize I had salt in my beard left over and it fell on you.
I would like to know, and this is a stupid yet serious question. I would like to know why certain people out there like Kathleen Kennedy, who has the general public at her disposal, does not go on a Discord server or make a formal announcement stating, "Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be having a live Discord community chat. I am going to present a question. I would like all of you to type your answers, and then my team and I are going to read your answers. First question: do you want us to stay true to the books written after Return of the Jedi, or do you want a fresh story?" And then you tally up all the answers, which most of the answers are going to be, "Don't you dare take away my Mara Jade." And you tally up all those answers, and then you give the fans what they want. It's literally that simple. I mean, it's literally that simple for somebody so high up to speak to us poor little dwelling peasants and just ask us quite simply, "Hey, what do you want out of a Star Wars sequel?" Same thing with Final Fantasy. "Hey guys, we're going to remake Final Fantasy VII. Do you want us to stick to a traditional format? Do you want turn-based, or do you want us to turn this into an action game where you have to press buttons to attack?" And then you tally up the opinions and you give the public what they ask for. Like, this is not difficult.
I mean,
It's okay to address the general public and ask them their opinion, because you're going to find that if more people are able to participate in, especially in a reboot or a recreate or a remake or even a remaster of anything, a movie, a game, a book, whatever it is, if you want to bring people a genuine experience on updated technology, why not just ask? This is not rocket science.
I think part of it is also though that they're just they're trying to create new stories, and the thing is like if you give the fans what they want, 100% what they want, and this is their thinking. This is the way they attack this kind of stuff. If you just give people what they want, you're just giving them the same thing, and they don't want to do that. They want to give you something new.
But there's a limitation. There's a limitation. You can limit that to something. You could have taken Remake and given us the option of having turn-based combat and action combat. We didn't necessarily. They could have given us Jason Solo, but still left out Mara Jade. At least 50% of people would have been happy. The Star Wars fandom is divided on that subject. 50% of the people hate Mara Jade, and 50% of the people love her.
I honestly I wanted Jason Solo. I didn't want this whole thing that
Kylo Ren,
and all this other stuff. Ben Solo. I wanted I personally wanted Ben Skywalker, who was Mara Jade and Luke's son. There were things that I wanted, but at the same time, I'm always willing to open up and say, okay, well, whatever it is that you're doing new, like make it good, make it a decent character. The thing is where the mistakes were made was, again, there was a story that was written out, there was a Bible that was written out, and they just decided, you know what, we're not going to do this. I'm gonna what's his face, the director,
Ryan Johnson
was like, I'm not going to follow what's here, and I'm going to do my own thing. You're not going to tell me what I'm going to make, and it's like, I understand you were trying to be edgy, and you took every idea that was written out in this Bible that J.J. Abrams made and put it on its head, like you turned it upside down. Like the whole, you read like what half of those things were supposed to be, right? Yeah. Like the Palpatine thing was never supposed to happen.
Well, no, because Disney freaked out, and we need to go back to what's safe and known, and that's right. That's where Disney made their biggest mistake was, what, we're afraid of what's going to happen here. We don't think any of this stuff is going to go well. And they told J.J. Abrams, we don't want any of the new things that you're doing that you think you're going to fix things. Because they said there were like four different endings.
Well, Carrie passing away really threw an enormous wrench in the gears.
Yeah, there was that as well.
That was probably the biggest factor that went into the demise of Star Wars, if you will, because it literally wrecked Mark Hamill. It wrecked him. Yeah. He didn't even want to be Luke Skywalker anymore after that. He was like, you know what? Just make the movie about Carrie. I want this to be about Carrie. This was there wasn't even supposed to be a Leia lightsaber. Right. That was Mark's idea. That whole thing where she beat the shit out of him in that little scene, that never happened. That was Mark's idea. Mark was like, I want this to be a tribute to Carrie. And while I appreciate that, which that's great, that wasn't the original idea for Rise of Skywalker.
Right.
And
a lot of things that were the original plan for that whole set of movies never ended.
Kylo Ren should have lived. I mean, having Rey die at the end of that, it should have been Kylo that lived.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a better ending. But that's just my opinion.
Well, the other thing was there was 3 different versions of who Rey was supposed to be related to.
Yeah, I remember.
There was one version that was Obi-Wan Kenobi, that she was a descendant of Obi-Wan Kenobi. There was another version where she was actually Luke's daughter.
Yep.
There's all these different versions that they could have gone with that they decided not to go with because, again, this what's his name right now? The CEO of Disney,
Bob Iger.
Because Bob Iger was like, I don't feel like these versions of the movie that you guys have right now are gonna sell or do whatever they need. We're talking about Jackie's like, you said Bob Iger? Bob Iger's Jackie's Hall Pass. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, Bob Iger was like, I want to go with the safe bet on this, and what I think is gonna essentially sell rather than
It
taking
bombed.
a risk. Well, exactly, rather than taking a risk. So he didn't want to take the risk, which is kind of weird coming from Bob Iger, which is the dude who always takes the risk. But I guess he didn't want to take a risk on Star Wars.
That's a shame.
Yeah. Because
Right.
the ending that we got was Bob Iger's choice.
Yeah.
You know, when the prequels came out, they bombed. They did. When the prequels came out, they were absolutely hated. And now, 17 years later, people are looking back on them like they're the greatest treasure ever made. 17 years from now, the sequel trilogy will not be looked at the same way. It will still be looked at as trash.
Mm-hmm.
It will not change. Like, people are when 2005 hit, everybody was cursing the name of Hayden Christensen. They hated him. They hated his representation of Anakin. They hated his age. They hated his whiny acting. They hated him. And today, people line up for miles to praise this man at his feet. People will not do that for John Boyega 17 years from now. They won't.
I don't know, man. And you say that now, but the thing is that where I think that is wrong is one. There's one man who changed the face of Star Wars and is in the process of, like, he's the one man that can do the same thing with the sequel trilogy, and it almost seems like he's doing it right now. Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni, with a lot of the contributions to why the prequel trilogy is not looked on as bad anymore, is because he explained 90% of the shit that didn't have explanations in the Clone Wars.
He did.
So I feel like he can do the same thing.
I think he's going to retcon. I think he's going to retcon it. I think he's going to set up the Mandalorian and future Star Wars stories like Ahsoka to basically change the future of Star Wars, so that by the time you reach the end of Din Djarin's adventures, by the time you reach the end of Ahsoka's adventures, everything will be different, and it won't line up anymore. It'd be like, well, if this happens, that means Kylo Ren won't happen, and if this happens, that means Rey won't happen. And you see what I'm saying? Like, I think he's strategically setting it up over the next decade to just retcon the sequels.
Well,
completely.
where I can see that actually being a thing is he already established a long time ago that time travel exists within the Star Wars universe.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I mean, like, with exactly along those lines, it is possible for him to do that, like for him to retcon the entire story, or again, like right now, you've heard it because you haven't been on the show, but you heard us talking about, you know, the whole cloning process and everything.
Okay.
That does not make sense within Star Wars. It almost seems like Filoni is explaining that away right now.
Well, no, as we discussed, he set up what I said on Tuesday is he set up the Emperor Return, just how Rogue One set up the exhaust port.
Right, and that's why I'm saying is, like, you know, that's why I'm saying Filoni is the greatest chance of, when you say that, you know, the sequel trilogies aren't going to age the same way. My argument is the opposite. I think that Filoni has the greatest potential to make it to where that the sequel trilogies will become beloved because of stories that he writes in conjunction with what's going on.
I can see it, but also Dave Filoni is the sword of George Lucas. You know that, right?
Yeah, I do know.
It's all Lucas in the background.
Mm-hmm.
The mastermind.
Well, I would argue, I've said this before, there's more bad Star Wars movies than good ones.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Episode 1 is still my least favorite one.
It's a hard toss-up between Rise and Skywalker and that one.
My least favorite Star Wars of all time out of all 9 movies, because I don't count Rogue One because it's not one of the 9, so it's not an original. By the way, Rogue One is my absolute most hated Star Wars movie ever. Episode 1. It takes everything. It takes everything in me to stomach Episode 1. It's just that bad.
But what were you most excited for, Episode 1 or Episode 9?
9.
You were most excited for it?
I think because I think he was expecting Episode 9 to be better.
When I found out that the Emperor was coming back, I lost my mind. I lost my mind at the preview during Star Wars Celebration. When that cackle hit the screen, I was like, it can't be. There's no way. And there he was. This dude walked out on stage and said, roll it again. I was, oh my God.
Well,
yeah, dude.
And here's the thing. What most people might not know is the Emperor cloning himself was from the EU.
Yes.
100%.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And I tried to make that argument many times that is something that was there. Like the remnants of the Empire were like a lot of that was the fact that Emperor Palpatine figured out how to clone himself, not just clone himself, and they kind of address it without saying it, but he essence transfers. They don't talk about it in these movies, but they kind of explain away. You know, if you know the EU, you know that basically when he starts talking about cloning, he's talking about essence transfers, because that's how he survived. That's what he learned from Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Correct.
Was how to do an essence transfer, was how to take his essentially who he was and transfer that into a clone.
Yes. Well, because I know I think you're on the not Mara Jade train, but with the cloning of the Emperor, we did get to see Dark Luke.
Yes.
Because they cloned it from his hand. And that's how Mara was able to break being the Emperor's hand, was by killing the Dark Luke. So her training that she had was to kill Luke Skywalker, obviously.
Right.
And to your earlier point, I don't think we could have a complete story of Jason Solo without Mara Jade, because she is the last piece of his conversion.
You can't have that story without Mara Jade. You know what? I've never been an anti Mara Jade person. I always loved Mara Jade. I always thought she was a great character. I always loved the idea that Mara Jade was in the background of Jabba's palace.
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker always struck me as the faithful student of Obi-Wan. Always. If Luke was ever going to follow in the footsteps of anybody, it wouldn't be his father. It would be of Obi-Wan.
And
he's known him since he was Ben.
Right.
And in the scenes that we don't get to see, Luke did learn a hell of a lot more from Ben, and he learned a hell of a lot more from Ben's ghost on top of the teachings of Master Yoda. And Luke actually had his hands on the original Jedi texts. He had everything unaltered from the source, not holograms, not holocrons, not a great big database where if something is not in there, it does not exist. None of that. Luke had everything. He had all the tools, and he mastered most of it. He would have been the Jedi Master of Masters.
He's a Grandmaster.
Like Satele Shan level master. And he had so long to do it. So it hurt so bad in The Last Jedi to see a broken Luke. The only reason I defended it is because I stopped looking at him like a Jedi and started looking at him like a human. Like, this dude has lost everything. He's tired. He's broken. He's busted. But my God, man, this is science fiction, and there are no excuses, which is why in the EU, it was so hard for me to believe that some chick like Mara Jade can break the greatness that is Luke Skywalker.
And that's I argue the opposite of that, because where I've always felt that Luke was always closer to the dark side than he was ever comfortable being.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, his final confrontation with Vader was proof of that, which is why I was very naive when I was watching the episode of Clone Wars where Duchess Satine was killed by Maul, because I literally thought at that moment in time Obi-Wan was going to become completely unhinged.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to just go absolutely apeshit. He never lost his cool. Not even the love of his life dying managed to break Obi-Wan. And it should have. That right there, the whole Palpatine coming in and dual sabering against Savage and Maul, I don't think that should have happened. I think, honestly, Obi-Wan should have just shut the Jedi off for like 3 minutes, looked Maul straight in the face, and just straight up killed him. That was going to be his wife. If Obi-Wan could have freed himself from the Jedi the way that Qui-Gon was heading and the way that Dooku did, that was going to be his wife. Satine was going to marry that man one way or the other.
But I don't think Mara J broke Luke. I think I think Luke realized the reason why the Jedi failed is because they were the zealots that they were. They were so complacent. He realized that path wasn't the right path going forward. And
he had the tools to show him that, which is good. Which is
Right.
good. It put Luke more in tune with the Force than it did with the Jedi way.
Yes.
There's a huge difference between the way of the Sith, the Jedi way, and the Force.
He became a student of knowledge. He, in the EU, he goes to the Sith homeworld with Ben. He goes to learn all the stuff with
to Korriban.
Oh, the traveling Sith world that travels through space. That's where they found out an entire, essentially, league of Sith existed. Where the main was Aberdeen or
Korriban, yes.
That their daughter was trying to persuade Ben to go over. And I think that to show that Luke is not broken, the Vaughn came in and wrecked a lot of stuff. They destroyed Jedi left and right. They were destroying his life's work. And while he did break, Han Solo definitely broke.
Yeah. Han
it doesn't take much to break Han.
But at the same time, what really broke Han was when they killed Chewie in the EU.
It took a moon literally falling on Chewbacca to get rid of him. All right. And he did
it's Chewie, though. Come on.
He did it saving, Anakin Solo, handing Han his kids. I mean, that was
hurt my kids, you hurt my wife, but don't hurt my Wookiee.
And I also
the thing is that you think about it, right? Like that Wookiee gave him a life debt. Like that was no small.
Yep.
It was not a small thing for that particular Wookiee to die.
Yeah,
that Wookiee was willing to give his life for him, and that was a big deal for Han.
And life debts in the Star Wars universe, that's galactic awareness. Most people in the galaxy know what a life debt is.
Right.
And only two races have life debts: Gungans and Wookiees.
Right.
Yes.
And people from freaking the Outer Rim know what a life debt is.
Yeah. So
Phil's right. That's no small thing. At all.
Yeah. So for Chewie to give his life, that broke Han in ways that nothing else in Star Wars, not his wife, not his son, nothing, or his son or his daughter, because they had twins, but just nothing could break Han the same way as Chewie dying.
He was broken for 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years. Yep. He couldn't get rid of the co-pilot seat.
Fellers, I hate to do it, but I got to jump because I got to prep the stream.
Yep.
Gotcha. So we will see you soon, sir. Real quick, just go ahead and let everybody know where they're going to see us in the next 10 minutes here.
All right. So, first of all, the pluggables. I am Fours. You can find my work at saberfont.com under Fours FX. I am a sound font creator, was a sound font creator. Now I'm a podcaster / content creator / wannabe voice actor right here on Distance Nerding and on Kyber Cave. You could catch me here on this channel. You can catch me on the Kyber Cave Productions channel. Go to kybercave.com to get yourself a lightsaber, and then go to Saberfont and get yourself a sound font from myself and many of my friends like Juan Sith and Harry Solo Fonts. Fantastic people who do fantastic work. That's all from me. Tonight, in the next hopefully 7 minutes on Kyber Cave, you will catch me and Graveyard and Phil and Mrs. Fours all playing and participating in the first chapter of Life is Strange Before the Storm, Chapter 1.
Yes.
The first chapter of Chapter 1. It's like the world champions of the world. So, yeah.
Yes.
And Graveyard.
Yes. Are we doing outros completely now? All right.
Oh, we might as well, man. I'm pretty
yeah.
much finishing up on the front.
Okay, cool. I am Graveyard, co-host of the Mostly Pod Out at Night Mostly podcast. You can find new episodes every Wednesday wherever you get your podcasts. You can follow us on all the social media at Pod Out at Night. Make sure to check us out and go ahead and give us a like and share, and like us. We like to be loved, and you want to talk horror with us though. But for that, you gotta go over to the Kyber Cave Discord and talk nerd to us and talk horror with me on there. So
love me. I just want to be loved.
Yes. So on top of that, you can find me at Kyber Cave Productions on 3 or 4 days a week with new content, mostly gaming stuff, and Kyber Cave After Dark, and the new show Saturday Morning Nerd Out, which is a new show that I am hosting that Mr. Fours is me joining. Hopefully Phil shows up at some point in time as well. So make sure to check us out.
The only issue is it's hard for me because I work on Saturdays. So
yes. So yeah, make sure to check all that fun stuff out.
Sweet. Cam, let everybody know. Pluggable, sir.
So I've got my main Instagram at _CamSmith_0, and my cosplay is at Cam Cosplay 0. I will be at Gym State Comic Con on April 1st and 2nd as a special guest. We'll be doing a live stream probably both days on my cosplay Instagram, and then Dave announced a very special thing on Tuesday, which I am going to wait until public posts have been made to say anything about. But I'm honored of the opportunity that has been presented to me for that.
Oh, and now I want to know what it is. Damn it!
He told you on the stream.
Oh, okay. No, I thought it was something different because you were like,
no, it's that thing.
Okay. I thought it was something different because I was just like, oh, you're doing something different than what he was talking about. Like,
no, it's that thing he was talking about, but I want to wait until it's more public.
Gotcha. All right, that makes a lot of sense. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna finish this last part, and then I'm gonna show you guys the vehicle because it's starting to resemble a little bit of a DeLorean at this point. And then give us our regular pluggables, and then you're gonna have to catch the rest of us on stream on Kyber Cave, man. So love it. All right,
Getting better at that.
Are you?
Hope so.
check this out, guys. This is what we're getting out of the DeLorean right now. So we definitely have the front end being kind of a little more prominent. DMC on the front.
Nice.
Again,
nice.
Starting to kind of like look like the front of the actual DeLorean and whatnot. Kind of cool on that right there. Still got a couple pieces left to do, but again, we're gonna end it right here for now. Let me go ahead and turn this light off so you guys can see me when I switch. All right.
You're right there, Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phil, are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine. You know what? I'm okay. Let me switch my camera here.
Well, we didn't hear a crash, boom, bang, so that's
Okay,
good.
I had to move out of the way so that way, you guys could see me. I had to move all my ring lights out of the way, turn off that way it's not all shiny. Ladies and gentlemen, you know me. You know who I am. I'm your boy, Young Phil. Is Saewong? Hold on. Saewong is in our
Yeah, he's probably already talking smack on the other channel.
Yeah, he said future.
He can't talk smack on the other channel because I haven't set it up yet. That's why I got to get out here and do this.
Go ahead and do your thing, man. I'm just going to do closeouts real quick. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know who I am. I'm your boy, Young Phil, one of the many faces of distance nerding. Guys, catch us on all social medias, everywhere that exists. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Discord, OnlyFans. It is now 2 of the 3 errands on our shows. Feet in Mandels. Oh yes. I don't know if we need to start adding Forze's feet to that. And we'll just make it a we'll make it a Aaron feet trifecta. Right? It's a threesome of Aaron's feet and Mandels.
I mean, if you want, technically that's my middle name.
So that would be but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's it from us this week. It is now time for the dance party. Of course, just throw it out there because James is going to get mad if he doesn't hear it. But yes, we have merch, ladies and gentlemen. We have merch. I would purr, but it's on the other side of the room. If you guys want some merch, just hit us up. Let us know that you are interested in merch. DM us all the places at Distance Nerding.
There we go.
We got hats. We got shirts.
Exactly. Like you guys are basically rocking all of our gear right now, and I love it. So with that all being said, it is time for the dance party. Now you're gonna hear me struggle again because I got to get all the way to the other side. Actually, no. Yes.
Was he goofy or was he?
I think he was trying to be goofy.
Oh, I thought maybe he was he's going down the tube to the gods underworld.
No, yeah, that definitely was goofy.
Okay.
No. So there's 2 different things, right? You have right, goofy, and then if you're going Maui, it's a little bit different, right? Either way, guys, that is it from us. It's time for the dance party. I know I've been saying that for the last 20 minutes, but let's get this going. And Cam the DM. Oh, boy.
Distance nerding.
Oh, I can't wait to get my top signed.
Let's go. Happy trees. I'm high out of my fucking mind right now. I don't know where I am. Is that angel dust? I don't know. It's fucking terrible. All right. See everybody on Monday.